Hello everyone, I'm Vio. I'm lead singer of rock band Afraid of My Neighbor. Afraid of My Neighbor, everybody asks this question, and I wish I had a more interesting story about the name, but I think it was like 4 years ago when we first started the band, and it was really random. We were rehearsing and we still didn't have a name, and we were about to play shows, and it was like, damn it, we need to find the right name. There was like a lot of different ideas, but like none of it was like really like capturing our style. And one of the former guitar players I came to rehearsal and was just like, what about Afraid of My Neighbor? And we were just kind of like, alright, like why, like where'd this come from? And he's like, I think he said something about like hearing it in South Park or something with some show, and he was like, yeah, like I heard somebody saying, oh, I'm afraid of my neighbor. And we're just like, alright. We looked at each other, was like, that sounds kind of cool. And you know, but back then I lived in Hollywood and I had some pretty creepy neighbors, so I'm like, I think like this is cool, like it kind of captures our like style of music and personality, because it was kind of like goofy but kind of like a kind of horror kind of feel, and you know, I don't know, but like at the time we kind of captured our style and our music, and we just kept it because it was cool and people loved it, and we just kept it throughout the years, and it works for now. It's kind of both. Like me and Matt, I said, we're the core members of the band, and we write all the songs, and it kind of like, he comes up with riffs and like sometimes like full songs. He records like full songs or records just a chorus and a verse, and then he shows them to me, and we just kind of like build them together from there. I obviously write the lyrics and the vocal melody for it, and then we kind of like help each other out. Like if I see like a part of the song that we hear recorded, I was like, oh, maybe this like lick should go like this, or this part, maybe this bridge should be there, or like this should be a chorus here, a verse here, and then so I help him out with that, and he helps me out. It's just like, oh, maybe like this vocal melody should go this way or that way, or in this. And for the bridge, I have this idea, and he just plays like a melody with his guitar. So he kind of like starts individually, but then like we merge it together. So like the final product is kind of like, you know, like a effort, like a mixed effort, you know, from the both of us. Well, I recently started listening to this Japanese rock band called Cold Rain, which they just played the whole Warped Tour this year, so it was great. I went and saw them in Pomona, and actually Matt, my guitar player, he like showed me them, and I was like, oh, you should check out this band, and I was like, oh, okay, and then I just fell in love with them. They're great. They have, I think their sound, it's like we're really influenced by their sound, and I think that's kind of what we're like aiming for as far as yeah, as far as like our like music and stuff. And I don't know, they're just great. I really hope they're gonna like come back to America soon, because I think like more people should know about them, because it's just like such a refreshing sound, and it's like heavy but it's like really catchy at the same time, and the performances are amazing. The singer is phenomenal, and it's just so much fun to like listen to like see live, and so I think everybody should go check them out. Cold Rain. I have a few friends and bands. I think like you guys probably know Here Lies the Hero. They're good friends of mine and Matt, and we played a bunch of shows with them, and I love seeing them on tour, and you know, gaining new fans and attention. I think they're very talented guys, and they're great guys, very humble. They're not like the classic douchebags like rock star trying to make it, you know what I mean? They're on top of their shit, and they're awesome, and I love them, so love you guys. The biggest issue for me being international, I guess, is the whole visa situation. It hasn't been easy, especially in the past couple of years. Here it's like you know, we've been students, so like we're in student visas, which is cool, you know, you go to school, but then after a while it's like you can't keep going to school, you know what I mean? And I tried to apply for this one visa and got denied, and just like money on top of money, and it's just like, it's hard, you know, because now I'm here, I'm in school again, and technically I couldn't even be doing music, you know what I mean? And it's hard. Like I can't go home and visit because I'm afraid and they won't let me back in. You know, that's definitely one of the biggest challenges, because you know I obviously love my family and I want to go home and visit every once in a while. But you know, gotta do what I gotta do, and I'm here and I want to do this for real, so I can't really risk any bullshit like that. Just like, you know, my life is here. I can't imagine if they're just like, oh no, sorry, like gotta go home, like go back to where you're from and just good luck with whatever you're gonna be doing, you know. Cheesy as it sounds, definitely never give up. Like I've had so many, like we've all had so many obstacles throughout, you know, our musical journey, I guess, and there's so many times that I couldn't just be like, fuck it, I can't do this anymore, like I'm overwhelmed, like I can't, I'm broke, I miss my family, I want to go home, like I'm in a country that doesn't even want me here, like what the fuck am I doing? But you just gotta, like, if you really believe in what you want to do and you know, you feel that this is what like you want to be, like I know that there's nothing else in life that I feel like I want to do, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of like stuck in some way, like it's like, oh okay, well no, music doesn't work out, it's too hard, like I'm just gonna go and be a lawyer, you know what I mean? No, like I can't, like there's nothing else I want to do, and I know that I can do it, I know that I have the potential and I have the people around me, they believe in me, I believe in myself, I'm gonna do it, you know what I mean? So just keep this mindset, you know, if you think if this is really what you want your future to be, like that's the first thing, like think really hard, like is this what I see myself like in the future? And then if it's yes, then just do it, you know. It's gonna be hard, it's gonna be very hard, it's gonna suck, but then eventually I think it's gonna turn out right, you know. So I started, I remember I was obsessed with, as we talked, Avril Lavigne. I started listening to her first album, which I think is still one of the greatest albums ever. I don't know if you guys ever listened from top to bottom to Let Go by Avril Lavigne, but that's a great album, great songwriting. So that definitely got me into wanting to perform. My dad is a musician, so he used to like jam to the songs with the guitar, and I would sing them, and so that was fun. And then from there, like my dad like made me listen to Foo Fighters, so that I kind of started to go more into like rock music. And then, you know, the whole like emo phase I had, which I'm not really over it yet. I'm still an emo kid from the inside. I mean, I do have a My Chemical Romance tattoo on my arm, so that says a lot. So definitely My Chemical Romance, 30 Seconds to Mars, all this like emo bands, and then obviously Blink-182, Sum 41. So I did the whole phase, but yeah, definitely, I think like Avril Lavigne, like her first album definitely like clicked something in me, for sure. I think as a female-fronted rock band for the genre that we want to go for, there's a little bit of stereotype, meaning that they don't take us like seriously, you know what I mean? It's not that they don't take us seriously, but I don't know, I feel like a female-fronted, people always assume that it would be like, I don't know, like a pop rock band or like something like, I don't know, I feel like it's really hard to make it in the like heavy rock kind of industry being a female-fronted band, you know, because people see a girl and always assume they just don't rock out as hard as guys, which is bullshit, because I've seen girls rocking out way harder than most dudes in the post-hardcore scene in Orange County or San Diego. So it's definitely a stereotype that has to be eliminated, because it's not fair. But but besides that, I haven't really had any problem or issue. We do our thing, we play our shows, and I think we're doing pretty good. Yeah, just don't let people bring you down. I mean, if you're a badass, you're a badass, and just go out there and show it. You know, like it doesn't necessarily mean that we can't, you know, be as good or as badass as guys are, you know, because we're more badass. So just go out there, show it. Yeah. I'm Afraid of My Neighbor, and you can find us on Facebook, facebook.com/afraidofmyneighbor. You can find us on Instagram @afraidofmyneighbor. You can find us on Twitter, which we don't really use that much, but you can find us there. We have a Snapchat account where we snap a lot of bullshit, so you can follow us on there. It's AOMN Band, just one word. And then we have, if you want to buy our music, we're on iTunes. You can stream it on Spotify, or you can listen to it on SoundCloud. And yeah.